Welcome once again to another episode of Cracking the Code, and we are here cracking jokes as well and making sure that we enjoy this episode. And this is my final episode as the host of Cracking the Code. My name is David Kandre, and I'm glad to be your host for today, just as I've been for the previous shows. We are going to be talking about networking in the digital age. And that's something that all of us are hit with every other passing day. You have to belong to a club, a social club, a community. If you're not in Rotary, you have to be in a church group. If you're not, you have to be in a running group. If not, you have to be somewhere. You have to be seen belonging to something. And the end goal is to network. And the conversation is all about, you never know whom you meet in wherever you go. Don't stay at home because you're meeting no one. Besides the people at home you already know, but go out, interact with people, meet new people. You never know whom you meet, and things like that. And it has come to that point where it is hard to avoid. Everyone has to be part of something. You just don't exist. You have to be part of a group, a social group, a network. And today we want to talk about that, networking in the digital age, because we are on social media platforms, we have accounts, we have LinkedIn pages, we have profiles that, talk about who we are. We say a lot of things on LinkedIn. We say a lot of things on, our other platforms, Twitter, Facebook, for those who still use it, and, name it. But the question is, does the network really work? Do we end up networking, or it's just for vibes? So today, again, I have my partner in crime who is responsible for my final episode of Cracking the Code. Please, Nicholas.
Introduce me. Where is a prefix?
He's the criminal. Please.
Dr. Nicholas Katshave, Mr. Quest, as always. Thank you for being here, David. So why are you getting it to the final of things? You're cracking the code.
No, first and foremost.
Or you cracked the code.
First and foremost.
No, first answer.
Yes, I'm answering your question.
Mm-hmm.
And for
no,
me
the answer should be yes or no. You cracked the code.
I cracked the code, yes.
And you're still cracking it?
No, I'm stopping. I've stopped.
Oh.
So we have Robert. We have the Runbat group to thank for this episode and for the previous episodes for being able to help me crack the code. So my code has been cracked. Thanks to our sponsors who made it possible for this to happen. And also a big thank you to my co-host, Nicholas, who made it easy for me to see the panic balance. So today, if you didn't watch that, watch out. Just go back to our previous episodes and catch a glimpse of what the panic balance is all about, because it's, you need to watch it yourself. Nicholas.
Yes, please.
Today we are talking about networking in the digital age, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
People
sure.
jump out of their beds at 5 a.m. to go and run with strangers.
Yeah, sure.
People do all sorts of crazy things to make sure that they are in good books of, social clubs.
Yeah, sure.
To start us off, do you belong to a social club?
Oh, I used to.
And you no longer?
Partially.
Partial means you belong.
Yeah.
And
Formerly, I was fully belonging. Now
okay.
I partially belong.
You were the chairman of the association.
Yeah.
And they threw you out.
And mention it very well. The Altar Boys Association. The Church Choir Association.
Wow.
We had the Liturgy Association and all those things.
Those are exclusive clubs.
Yeah, sure.
So one, they threw you out of the Altar Boys.
No. I'm not Donovan. I was not thrown out.
No. So one. Okay. You can't be an altar boy without being a seminarian. So first they threw you out of the seminary.
No, it's different. You can still be when you're not a seminarian.
Hey.
And a seminarian is not, how do they call it? Covenants. There's no covenant of being a seminarian. It's an orientation into priesthood. So you can jump off the wagon from there.
Okay. Let's
So,
not.
long story short, I was not thrown away. I just discovered a new way of how to network. And now I network partially.
We shall get into that
Yeah.
detail. But let's get into our line of conversation, which is networking in the digital age.
Exactly.
We spend a lot of time
Yeah, sure.
on our phones, on our gadgets, talking to strangers whom sometimes we'll never meet.
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes when we meet them in person, we have nothing to say.
Yeah.
Sometimes, we find that the people we interact with online are different from those we meet in person.
Yeah.
But we are always networking.
Yeah, sure.
Help us understand, in your view, this concept, networking, especially in the digital age. What about it?
I look at it from a different perspective.
Okay.
You see, formerly, you would belong to those clubs I was talking about. Anyway, some of them I was joking. I was not a member.
It's okay. Okay.
But,
it is an achievement
Yeah, but
to be thrown out of the altar boys, to be thrown out of the choir, to be thrown out of... There's something you're not telling us, but
no.
I digress.
So, formerly, it would be like this. I'll use my experience from the way we brought it jokingly. I was a member of this very huge network called the Xaverian movement.
Okay.
I think you've read it in my books and all those things. I've always talked about it. And one of the things about that I learned as a young child about the Xaverian movement was it preaches love and unity and all that. Now, in those days, to be part of this group, you had bi-weekly physical meetings. And out of these meetings, one of them was supposed to be a physical activity, either to help the needy, either to do something and all that. So I'm just...
it's okay.
So I'm just bringing the whole background of the conversation.
Okay.
So the reason I said I'm partially
Okay.
into networks is that the trends have changed. So we are talking of networking in the digital age.
Okay.
So it must be a partial network. For one reason, I'm looking at when I'm on social media. Let's say I have over 7,000 followers. Let's say on social media, one platform.
Yes.
I don't know them.
Let's use LinkedIn, for example.
Yes, exactly. So if I have 7,000 followers on LinkedIn,
Yes.
and the true chance may be maybe 500 of them of the 7,000 are the only people who will be useful to me in my entire.
Say that again. Out of
7,000.
Yes.
You may find that 500 is the only network that will be directly useful
Okay.
to me, and I'm putting direct in the quotes.
Because I still feel like 500 is still a stretch.
Yes,
But
but let's focus on that.
Okay.
But then the other 6,000 something are also not useless,
Okay.
but they support the usefulness of the other 500.
Okay. Yes.
So when I'm networking, my focus is not to give all my energy to the digital space.
Okay.
I'm focusing on building trust,
Okay.
brand loyalty, and consistency. So that out of the 7,000, at least I have 500. Now, out of these 500, my goal would be at least to move out with 10 or 5 and have a staunch, tangible relationship and network with them. Okay. So to me, that's how I look at the creating networks in the digital age. You must be having that pyramid, that hierarchy of understanding and clarity.
So this is what I'm picking.
Yeah, sure.
If you're using, let's say, a platform like LinkedIn,
yeah, sure,
as a networking platform,
yeah, sure,
it's not just about building the numbers of followers.
Exactly.
First, you have an agenda before you build the numbers.
Yeah.
Then through the numbers, you sift through to see who out of that collective is going to help you walk the journey.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm with you now.
But also you forgot the last, it's like who of the big arc, let me use that word, that I have built.
Okay.
Who is going to be on the bus now? Out of the big arc, I've built a bus.
Okay.
Now, but out of that bus,
Mm.
there must be at least 5 passengers
Mm.
that are going to now to ride with me.
Okay.
So it's a 3. For me, I look at,
It's a tiered thing.
yeah. So
There's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
3 years.
Okay.
So when you break it down, it takes you that it's creating networks in the digital age is not about being on the digital platforms alone, but it's also looking at how these digital platforms the digital networks can be transferred into physical networks that make impact. And when we say physical networks, we are not meaning that you must see them every day, you must talk to them every day and all that. But there must be an exchange of value between at least the tier 3 that you've put up. There must be an exchange of value. Possibly there are clients we serve whom we've never met 5 years down the road, but you met online.
Yeah.
But now those I consider them like we are physical because we talk away from.
And there is business.
Yes,
there's business which has exchange.
There's exchange there. We have built loyalty. We have built a brand. We have known each other. They have my details. They have my IDs. They have my bank accounts. I also have theirs. So it's no longer really like digital. It feels like now this is family. This is a physical space here. So basically, that's how I don't know if professional or technically it has a description, but for me, I use it with that whole explanation. Yeah,
there's this thing from what you're saying. Access has increased,
exactly,
but connection and depth have decreased.
Yeah, exactly.
You have 7,000 people, but you are connected with only 500, and out of the 500, you are only in depth with about less than 100.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is the kind of thing I'll call the digital shift.
Yeah.
Would that be something we accuse the digital platforms?
No. I don't
for
think.
Networking?
No, I don't think. The digital platforms don't have anything to be accused of.
Okay.
It's the human behavior that need to be accused. Because naturally we are communal. And as we say communal are small groups of people who share the same impact and values.
Yes.
So it's the same thing. But remember, communities exist in territories and in nations and continents and everything. Yes. So it's the same way we should look at, when we were looking at networking in social media, to look at that. Okay, what am I looking for? Okay, first of all, I belong to this global platform. I belong to this whole digital age. Because I can travel to the moon. I can go anywhere because I'm using it. The other day, NASA astronauts were to the moon and we are following every day. Yes. It actually, to me, it felt like I was at the moon, but I was not there.
Yeah, yes. Of course you are.
So what I'm trying to mean is, out of that whole huge spectrum of the digital network, you must also not forget that you are building a community.
Okay.
And that community must be the core focus.
How do you identify the value-driven people? That community? Because you see, out of the many, you want to pick the few.
Yeah.
How do you identify those value-driven people?
Now, the value-driven people, of course, it's also the same way we meet people on the street. And we talk 2 times, 3 times. Someone is smiling well, someone is speaking sense, someone is talking good things. Yeah. But also that doesn't mean they have earned your approval, they have earned your trust as a brand or as an individual or a corporate or anything. So it also goes back to due diligence. And this due diligence is not formal, but it's about doing fact check of certain things. First, the strength of their profiles.
Okay.
What do people talk about them? Because every social personality has a review of something and something. And also to see, how did you come to know these people?
Okay.
What led you here? Where is the passport? If I went to America, then there is a reason why I went to America. It's the same with social media. If I'm following Chris Brown, first of all, how did I start following Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Possibly it's because of his music.
Yes.
So now the value drive is his music, first of all.
Okay.
Now his music, it becomes his work. It's going to also to drive me into his personality.
Yes.
Because through your works...
I mean, we have seen a movement of people who say we can't just misuse the internet because it is Rihanna's internet or it is
Yeah.
Beyonce's
Yeah,
internet.
exactly.
Because those are the faithfuls of those people, and the rest of us are just cheerleaders.
Yeah, sure.
And how do we? So then that leads me to the question: how does one become the value-driven person? This is where I'm coming from. I've seen the value-driven people I want to associate with.
Yeah, exactly.
How then do I become the value-driven person whom they should also associate with? Because if I reached out to a person and I want to associate with them, I'm assuming they should find a reason to associate with me. So how do I become that person? Do I have to wear neckties every day?
No, I don't think so. But also, it's what goes in come. What's that saying? What goes in comes around. Something like that.
What goes around comes around.
Comes around. Something like that. So it also depends. Me becoming a value-driven person, for example, let me use a name of a celebrity, Chris Brown. What's my value proposition as well, first of all? Because people, even in our communities, they are driven, as I said, social media is the community, the digital age is the community. Even in our communities, before people say you are the chairman, LC1, or we can trust and come buy chicken from you, they have known you for raising your chicken well and doing something. So, for example, if I'm trying to say, how can I become a value-driven person, possibly to Chris Brown? I'm using an example. Who, first of all, what are the interests of these people that I want to be of value to?
Yeah.
So if I'm not into music, I'm not into creativity, I'm not into business, and they are into it, then automatically the first thing. So the first, the real thing is you must understand the interests of people whom you are trying to compare to you.
Yes.
So what value are they looking for? Now you analyze yourself. You do an individual check. Am I the person they would want to associate with?
Let's bring in the context of, let's say, the figure of speech, the metaphor of a table.
Yeah.
They are on the table. What do I bring to the table when I'm joining them? Because I've already seen what they bring to the table.
Yeah.
So what do I bring?
In most of the cases, we can't take away the principle of relatability.
How does that work?
It looks like this. It's like me looking into a mirror, and when I come into the mirror, I find a lion. But for me, I'm a cat.
Yes.
So we are relatable because we are all a cat family.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say, I'm like, oh, I admire you. I'm a cat, I know, but I also want to be a lion.
Yeah. I just don't want to be meow meow. I want to be
yes. So there's a relatable aspect of it. The lion is looking to say, oh, hey, little cat.
Okay.
Please join in. You're going to be okay.
Come home.
Come home. So there's that. There must be something relating to the network you're trying to bring.
Okay.
For example, when you got on social media, I remember those days, and the first people we'd follow, actually, I may even pick up names for you, were people who were inspiring,
yes,
who were giving business nuggets, people who were entertaining,
yes,
and people who were motivating.
That's true.
That's true. But also there are people who were also not that, but they were also noisemakers. I may give you an example of Peng Peng, whichever his name is now. Are you getting it? Yeah. So there must be something that that raises the flag. There must be constructive noise that raises attention.
Okay.
So when you come to the table of people taking juice, you don't expect you to just be on that table when for you you're drinking Marwa.
It has to be. So I'm picking out competence, credibility, and contribution.
Exactly.
What do you contribute something? Like you help people. People are looking for ideas to grow.
Exactly.
So share the ideas that help people grow. Then you'll attract people.
Yes.
The ideas you share, do people see them in you? Can they trust that what you're saying is out of experience?
Yeah, sure.
You've tried it out. So can they credit you with the information? Can they trust you with the information you're sharing out?
Yeah.
And lastly, I'm hearing you say that if you are sharing something which you are good at, if something that people can trust you with, something that helps others grow, then you are considered competent in that
sure.
area. Is that what you're trying to
Yes,
say?
but also the consistency. Don't forget the consistency.
Yes.
You don't just show up once and then you don't show up again and then you expect to be remembered. The consistency is also very key.
Someone once said that
Yeah.
success is not a one-night stand.
Yeah, exactly.
But then there's a Bad Black would argue otherwise.
How?
Her breakthrough was a one-night stand.
Whichever direction you take.
Though it makes sense that she was consistent in the
Yeah.
game, in the industry.
Yes.
So they found her on the job.
Yes, exactly.
I hear you.
Yes. So the consistency also
Yes.
matters.
Okay.
How you keep approaching these tables
Mm,
also matters, because there is rejection, there is being doubted.
mm,
There are many things. Now, the issue we have with the modern digital age is very simple, is that we are looking to attracting value, yet for us we are not creating value.
Okay.
So it must be two-way.
mm.
I want to attract value, so I must also
So you create the value,
then
and then you attract value in return.
Yes, in return.
Yes. Mm,
And it must be consistent. But also beyond that, there must be some fact checks, because the digital age and the whole network now is too diverse.
mm,
Formerly, we would have a small network. Possibly, if in our days of Facebook, you'd be on Facebook and having 5K followers would look like magic.
mm.
Of today, if you don't have 1 million followers, you're just an ordinary citizen on
Yeah.
the platform.
Mm.
Same with other platforms and all the digital platforms.
Okay.
So there are digital checks which people go through. You've seen this with musicians.
Mm.
He will be popular with all his music, talking everything, but there is that particular time when he comes out and he's real.
Yeah.
That that part of being authentic.
Yes. I'm human.
I'm
before
human, and
anything
yes,
else.
and put it before others
Mm.
also creates connection instantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then the question I would like to ask you, what are the pitfalls? What are these things that kill someone's ability to network successfully? Because like you started us off, it's easy to network broadly,
Yeah, sure.
but to narrow it down and network successfully in the digital age, what are the things to avoid? You talked about authenticity, for example.
Yeah, authenticity, and that's what I'm starting with again. Authenticity. There is nothing that beats authenticity. Actually, just because you're resigning, our next podcast, our next podcast should be about the art of authenticity, because it's a very broad topic that most people don't look at.
Okay.
So when you're on social media, be you.
Yeah.
Don't force a profile that you don't resemble. Share real-time stories.
But then they say fake it until you make it.
But also make it until you fake it.
It may take long.
No,
It's
it's two-way. You fake it until you make it, but also make it until you fake it. Meaning, in the faking to make it, there is also a lot of things to make before you fake it. Behind the faking, there's a lot to make.
I hear you.
Yeah. So be real, be authentic. Be real, share real-time stories, share your experiences.
Okay.
Do everything. If you're a dancer, please be you. If you're this, be you. So that because beyond the glamorous and limelight of the digital space, there is also behind the life which you can't hide. Authenticity can never be hidden.
Yeah.
Because there is possibly that one person who's going to meet you at the mall.
Yeah.
And say, oh, I know you.
I know you.
And the next day they are going to be saying, Vanang, this guy, the way he always be on TikTok talking. Then, I know that you've seen that commonly with musicians who have gone to always preaching a lot, splashing money and all that. But you hear he was in Guru and he couldn't pay his hotel and all that. So the art of authenticity was lacking. And most of the times, the network trust, the brand loyalty starts declining. So
there's also an element of thinking you are influential, you are a big person known everywhere, when it's just known you're just known in your WhatsApp group.
Yeah, exactly. The second thing is about learning the dynamics and the tools of the digital space.
What does that mean?
Most people create a common space on the digital space. And not only the digital space, even in our physical spaces,
Mm.
we know the dynamics
Okay.
of trust.
Mm.
One, trust. How you appear also matters. Where you live also matters. How you speak
Yes.
also matters. How you treat others
Mm.
also matters. So also you must learn the tools and the dynamics. For example, you've known people who have pages, and every 1 year their pages are changing and they are
Yeah.
sending you a new friend request.
Yes.
Or you're seeing this, and then that becomes, they didn't learn the dynamics of the platform. For example, if you set up a page, yes, it's the same way like forgetting an underwear home. How do you forget your password?
Oh.
How do you forget your email on a platform where you voluntarily went and subscribed?
Yeah.
So that also causes when everyone tells me I lost access to my platform for more than 2-3 times, then you feel like, then why are you here? You're not serious. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
I've had my social media accounts never changed since 2009 when I joined Facebook, 2013 when I joined Twitter, which is X. I don't know when I joined other platforms and all that. And all the impact I have made across the world, studying, doing a lot of things, was because of that. Because people do due diligence.
They do, yeah.
So you must learn the dynamics and the tools.
Today the US embassy at least came out clean and said, as you apply for a visa, make your social media platforms accessible and public because they will be checked.
Exactly. Now, what if you don't know the dynamics and the tools for retaining these digital platforms, it's the same way when you don't know how to live with people in your community. So that's also most important.
Okay.
You must learn the tools and the dynamics. So we're not saying be a tech savvy or anything, but the basics of which content should I publish? How do I retain this? How do I respond to comments? If a problem came, have you ever walked on the street and a madman throws dust at you?
Yeah.
How do you react? The same with the digital ages. There are those times when someone is going to come and they throw something at you. How you respond? People want comments actually more than the post because they want to see how you reacted.
Yeah.
There's a time when I was doing business and I think we delayed to pay a supplier by 1 week, and this supplier came and commented on my post. I had posted something I don't remember. This supplier came and commented on it. I'm like, but Nicholas, now your company is doing wrong to pay us. Are you getting it? Yeah. And I must tell you, that comment alone
picked out, and it's what everyone was paying attention to.
Yeah, people who were defending, people who were just commenting, people who were saying, hey, companies against you. Yeah. People who are you getting? If people were saying, why do you bring business here? That shows you
there is already a personality.
But most importantly, how I responded to that comment got more likes than even more other comments, because it means everyone was looking at.
They were waiting for what response
is he saying. So if I had come out and just
told him to go and
do your something, your mama, like Museveni way he says, that means everyone would have now started.
But also it casts in a different light when you come up defensive. It means there's something you're hiding.
Exactly.
When you use that opportunity to explain to people, it means maybe it is as open as it is. And also like saying something as payments always delay.
Yeah.
And it's a known thing.
Everywhere.
I mean, even the people responsible for delaying payments will tell you payments are delaying. But it's a thing of that's how things work. So I think it's important to address that. But then there is something I want us to look at. There are other cases where we short. We fall short. And that is the thing of you have many people who follow you, who cheer you on, and you mistake that influence or visibility for influence. So you assume you are a big fish and you're untouchable and everything, and then you mistreat people or disrespect people, and there's also the thing you talked about, not paying attention to relationships, not being consistent. Just show up as and when and then disappear. People comment, you don't engage and things like that. Or there's a common joke about group travels. you always start when you are 50.
50.
And by the time you really go for the trip, you are 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
With an extra person or 2 people who are not in the group anyway, but they came. That kind of thing, that the promise is usually different from what is delivered. But then let us narrow it down to the Ugandan context.
Yeah.
Where are those possible areas of building a digital network? We know social media, but then how do you sort out the chaff and the wheat to know that, okay, this is authentic, this is something I can trust, these are not bafere, and things like that?
As I said, it's like a funnel. So you have this whirlpool, but you've built a funnel, and you're going to drop them in.
Yeah.
The big green will remain up.
Yes, residue.
The small green, which is possibly the flower that you want, will start slowly, one by one, passing through that. And I'm using that analogy for one reason, but I'm looking at it in between that funnel. There is a lot that you do.
Yes.
So away from the whole spectrum, the whole world you're seeing, there is also internally that you must also reach out to check this world.
Yeah. Your role. What is your role?
What's your role? If I commented on a brand that I just saw today, maybe Computers South Africa in Uganda, and I commented on that, Lord, how much are your products? And for the next 3 days, no one reached out to me. And for the next 1 month, no one has responded to my message. That automatically, that means that's not a brand I'm going to trust. Okay. So this also comes to corporates. As in the digital age, people are also filtering.
Yes.
But if I sent a message to Honorable David and said, "Hi, Honorable, how are you doing? I would like to meet you." And maybe tomorrow someone says, "Hello, this is Admin John." And Honorable is away on a trip, but I will respond to you when he comes back next week. The trust is already done.
Yes.
And it means I've already built up something that is more impactful. Okay. So in that whole funnel, there's action I'm taking. Okay. So for me, I'm reaching out tactically, hands-on, away from the public. They call it the social feed and everything.
Yes.
I'm reaching out in 2 comments. I'm reaching out.
So the first responsibility is to reach out.
Yes, to reach out. It's a work that must be done. Networking is an effort. Yes. You can't build impactful networks by just laying on the chair and just put your ass lazy there and you think the people are going to just come and do work with you. There is much work. The same way we wake up in our communities and you have to say, "Hi neighbor, how are you? Are you okay?" The same way you walk on the street and see a child and say hi, and the child will remember you next time you pass by. Are you getting it?
Someone told me a story of a neighbor who came home and I think their security guard was away. So this neighbor offered to open the gate because, he recognized who the neighbor was. And so this guy just drove in without saying hi. And, this person went ahead, closed the gate, moved on. The next time the same thing happened, this person just looked on and just laughed. And
if it was me, I would lock the gate.
It was already locked. So that's that kind of thing that, you could have saved a future problem by sorting a current thing, which is a simple thing. Yeah.
So the reach out, it's work. It's work.
Okay.
Also away from the social media reach out, the social media, we always see people posting about their life. You also must create more effort.
Yes.
And reach out to people and know who they are exactly away from social media. Some people are too prominent, with a lot of opportunities, with a good vibe, good network, but they never talk about it. Possibly he wakes up and all he talks about is posting a scripture or posting his photo once a month and all that. But you don't know even where they work, where they are.
Yeah.
But by engaging with them away from the social feed, it creates a little more understanding of who they are. In that you are in the funnel now, you're sieving.
You've been sieved. Yes.
You've been sieving. Also, we also measure about how people respond to a call to action, things we share on social media. And call to action, I mean those which are generic, but also those which are sector-based.
Yes.
For example, if I lost, let's say, my brother, and I said, I've lost my brother, that's generic.
Yes.
You realize that there are some people who are going to reach out, even send you money, even when you don't know
Some
them.
people just write RIP.
Yeah, RIP. There are those who are going to even put laughing emojis when it's a sad post. So you also have to
You have to sort out the
so
chaff.
the
But
chaff.
then there are people who will just look for you.
Yeah,
and
look for you. There are those who are not even going to comment and come to inbox and say sorry about that. Where is that? How is the program? Sorry, I can't be there, but really I feel bad for you. So you
can now sort out.
Yeah, you're still sorting out. When it comes to brands, brands trying to create a network is the same case. If a customer reaches out and saying something through social media, how long do you respond to it?
Yeah,
because that also, if you complain to MTN inbox or through their official WhatsApp chat and everything, and they never respond to me forever, then
there's a problem.
My faith starts getting slightly getting low.
And I think also it's important that as you build digital networks, in line with being authentic, it's important to have your true self. One of the things I've learned is I've got so many opportunities because people searched for my name, found it, reached out to me. When you're using a pseudonym or a nickname or something, people can't find you, people can't reach out to you. But then there are also people who have closed DMs. Sometimes people who want to talk to you in private.
Yeah.
So they will not wait. If they come and they can't access you, then that door is closed. So there's also that, which is very important. But as we wind this up, what are some of the long-term approaches someone has to think of as they build networks as assets? Because, we have all the evidence that networks are assets. Being able to say, okay, we are looking for people who love like street food. They know which corner has food, and they know who to call when. People who travel a lot will tell you, when you are looking for a hotel in this town, call this person.
Yeah, exactly.
Or those long-term kind of approaches. What are 1, 2, 3 things, and then we wind up?
I would say one, from what we talked about, to be communal. The digital space is so wide.
Yes.
So you can't belong everywhere.
Yes.
You can't be part of the football community, the food community, then the Mama Tendo community. Then there's this chest and rechest something group. And all that. The guy behind the camera is laughing. I think he's a member.
Kajambo.
There are all these Vamalaya. There are groups of.
You can't be part of.
They call them who? These people who offer massage with happy endings and all that. There are many groups. So be communal. Identify the communities that are impactful to you. One, you have identified them. You belong to different communities that serve your interests.
Yes.
Away from the generic platforms where you have 1 million followers, but also be communal, be somewhere where you feel you belong. If you're a musician, belong to a musician community. If your musician posts a song, follow it, support it, share it, because there you're becoming communal.
Yeah.
And you're becoming supportive in the community. You are becoming relevant as a person who can be counted on in that community. Then the second thing is be authentic as well and be consistent. You don't show up once again. I talk about this networking is hard work. You don't show up once and you expect to show up again. Even dogs, when it sees you once and it disappears for 1 year, even if you are the one who bought it,
it will forget you.
You come and it will bite you.
Yes.
So if you were known for something, be consistent for it.
Yes. Consistency is key.
Then also to update crucial things that require your community to know about. You've seen people who, especially celebs, have learned this. Formerly, they would not do. You see, every time a celebrity changes management, they come out and update.
Yes.
When a celebrity cancels an event, they come out and update. Now, we as our usual people, then we don't give these some of the periodic updates that are so crucial. We are not saying updates about your personal life and all that,
but for the reason for which you are networking.
Yes. Also, I always say two things: be vulnerable to know that regardless of the devices we are holding in our hands and everything to access these people, behind those devices are human beings with souls and emotions.
Yes.
So at least be vulnerable to understand that, and also for you to do that. But also stop throwing around pity parties everywhere.
Yeah.
Because that also makes you look like, I don't know how to call it, a pity what? A pity child, everyone who's always looking for sympathy and every time, So I would say be empathetic, but don't
abuse it.
Don't abuse it, I think those are the key things. When you focus on all of them, at least you can see a difference in creating networks in the digital age. But also beyond the screens, put effort to also network beyond.
Meet people in human form.
Exactly.
That's very important. Yeah. Thank you very much, Nicholas.
You're
and
welcome.
It's been a pleasure having you on this episode of Networking in the Digital Age. This episode was proudly brought to you by the Runbat Group. Runbat, they are your partners in things tech, media, and audit. So reach out to them, check out, give them a call, and do business together. It's been a wonderful moment for me to share and host this episode. And this is to say, until the next episode, which I will not be hosting.
David,
bye-bye.
David, you're not going anywhere.